Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritual View. I am Ceree, and I am doing your Friday, July the 11th daily devotional reading. This is my second attempt. First attempt, Luna the Lab heard a seagull or a couple seagulls on the roof or the skylights up the stairs, and she totally photobombed or video bombed my recording. So I had to start over because she just went crazy. So hopefully this one will be a little bit calmer. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. We are a group of soul sisters merging our magic and different spiritual modalities of healing and building a spiritual community of like-minded souls who truly want to make a difference in this world. So welcome to the channel. If you're a returning champ, welcome back. And so today, the message is kind of a culmination of the whole week. And what I do is listen to the messages all week long, integrate those, and then expand on several of the themes. If you haven't seen our lives, we did a live last night with some really beautiful cards pulled that read the energy of the week. And I would invite you to look at that video, as well as our 7/7 portal video, which we did on Monday of this week. So please check those out. And we also have daily content and daily readers. So the themes of the week, I want to start there. And then I'm going to focus in on one theme in particular because it really intrigued me. It says, this week has brought powerful and rapid energetic shifts fueled by the 7/7 portal, the full moon in Capricorn, and Uranus in Gemini. Together, these cosmic forces set the stage for timeline jumping in the quantum field and allowing quantum level transformation. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. And the embodiment of soul gifts in service to others. Key messages throughout the week emphasize endings, new beginnings, and Jen even called it resurrection energy. Tremendous healing, discernment of our truth, and stepping fully into our leadership, which Wendy talked about yesterday. And sometimes it takes a great deal of vulnerability to share our stories and to speak our truth and to step into those leadership roles. And Spirit has encouraged us to do so. So those were the themes of the week. And I'm going to zero in on the quantum field and what we call timeline jumping, because that was referenced. And I wanted to reference an ongoing meditation and dream that I continue to have. And this past week and the week before, I continue to have it, and it's repeating. So I wanted to share it with you in hopes that maybe if you were having the same kind of meditations or symbols come into you, that it helps explain. Now, as we've been talking about doing the work, releasing the old timelines, releasing what no longer serves us, looking at the shadow side of who we are and looking at the darkness within in order so that we can stand in the light and to transmute that darkness. We've also been talking about relationships ending and soul contracts ending. Those people who are no longer going to be with us on the journey moving forward, and to let them go with grace, love, and gratitude. Saying that is easy, doing it is another thing. So many of you, like myself, have experienced a lot of turbulence in relationships, of things coming out of nowhere, of endings, but also of new beginnings. And so as we look at moving ahead, we are freeing ourselves of these old symbols of our lives, of the old belief systems, the old patterns, the old relationships. And they served us for a period of time. But now that we are on our soul's path and journey, we have put a stake in the ground, if you will, for who we are as a soul. And there's a recognition now that we can no longer go back, and we can no longer resonate in these energies of the past. And so I do a lot of work in the Akash, or the Akashic Records, which are the blueprints of the soul's journey. And I spend quite a bit of time in the Akash reading records for individuals who seek to understand who they were in former lifetimes and why is that important for their journey today. If you haven't ever done a reading, they're absolutely fascinating. And I'll post some information below that you can book a session if you're interested, or even a tarot reading. And so I asked the Akashic Records today, and I connect with a group of celestial beings who are called the Wisdom Keepers. And they are a set of souls who basically guard the records maintain the records, but they also discern when someone has a question about their journey. They discern what information is to be shared. And my job is to translate what I hear in terms of the messages. So I wanted to ask the question, okay, now that we're releasing all this and we've gone through all this work and this pain, what does that relate to the quantum field in this concept of jumping timelines? What does that actually even mean? Because I think I know what it means, but I wanted just to experience their definition. But I've been having these meditations repeatedly, and I've shared some of these before, but they're getting very intense. And every time there's a big portal energy in a full moon, they seem to come in greater frequency. But I'm in these meditations and dreams where I see all these doors or portals, and there are a group of us, and we see these keys. They're energetic keys, and they have colors around them, beautiful combinations of yellow and gold and orange and purple and violet blue. And we grab these energetic keys, and they match the hole in the door. And I continue to see, it looks like a kind of a picture of the earth. It's going out into outer space. And I'm seeing these crystalline grid lines that are almost latticed, almost like what you see on a pie and the top of the pie, but they're thinner. And it's just kind of going out into space. And all of us are holding these energetic keys, going through this portal and this doorway, white set of doors. And many of you actually that are in the chat that join us live are actually in this group. And we start on these grids and we start jumping these timelines. And I know that we're in this quantum field, but I don't know exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it. I just know we're jumping, and we have these beautiful keys, and then the keys become part of us. And so I was like, wow, what's the higher wisdom of what this actually really means? And so I took the opportunity this morning to go into the Akash and to ask, what is quantum timeline jumping, and why is it important now, and why are we able to do it now? So I've pulled some cards to reinforce the message, but I wanted just to read you what they said. So this is a channeled message from them. They say, hello, dear ones. We are celestial beings who serve as guardians and keepers of the Akashic Records, which are the blueprint of the soul's journey through many lifetimes and incarnations. We are known as the wisdom keepers, and we are channeling a message for your daily devotional message today to explain what your reader, Ceree, has asked us. This week, you've experienced many clearings, endings, metaphorical deaths, and rebirths, all of which are leaving behind these old lives, ancestral patterns, old belief systems, which is leaving your energetic and auric fields. This is happening to those of you who are on the spiritual journey and path. And this experience at times has been challenging, overwhelming, and at times exhausting. What this meditation means is this, or these dreams. Because you have done the work, or you are currently doing the work, you are seeing a shift in your own consciousness. Or in other words, you're seeing a higher vibration. You are expanding your energy to that of unconditional love, harmony, compassion, kindness, and peace. And this is allowing you to navigate in the quantum field where linear time no longer exists. And you have the ability to, quote, jump timelines, which is a phrase that we use with you to suggest that you have the ability to move to a timeline of much higher consciousness, which becomes your physical reality. The more you raise your vibration and release these old energies, the more acceleration that you will see. And you will begin to experience and manifest this new life that you've been waiting for. So this is what we've been waiting for. Many of you have done the work without truly understanding what good it would bring, as you could not see the cause and effect of your actions and the diligence that you have shown to clear these old patterns and lifetimes and timelines. We thank you for this, as you are the pioneers leading the way for the new earth energies to be anchored. And it is with your high vibrational energies that allow these energies to create the tipping point. We have said many times, and we continue to say it, you do not need to have any fear or worry or doubt about what is happening on your planet. You continue to focus on creating this high vibrational energy of love, and you will create your own destiny and reality, as will the other spiritual champions leading the way, because we are all spiritual champions. This is allowing you the freedom to play in the quantum field and to jump timelines to your heart's desire. Do so with joy and with freedom and with gratitude, as now you are here and it is time to experience the joy in the jumping. Go forth and jump. Now is your time. You have earned it, and we celebrate your soul's journey as you connect to the highest timeline for your greatest and highest good. Archangel Metatron is our guardian of the Akash, and he sends his messages of love to you to continue the journey. Archangel Michael is here to help you honor the truth of who you truly are, as well as to provide guidance and protection over you over the coming days. Though times may feel uncertain, there is no fear here, only love. And stay in that vibration as the lighthouse for others. And remember that now you are here to play in these timelines and find your joy in jumping. It was a pretty clear message. And so that's the why. And I'm going to go into the cards. The current energy that I pulled around this whole concept of the quantum field and clearing our energies and having this metaphorical death and rebirth, we are finding in the energy, and this is from the Talisman Oracle, a great message of peace. All right. And I'm going to read you. It's a 35, which reduces to 8. 8s are all about doing the work. And when you do the work, you see the results. And so the message here of peace, it is just a beautiful message that we are coming into a time of beauty, a time of rest of our soul, a time of peace, a time of tranquility. And Spirit is encouraging us to take this moment as we continue to clear the energies, because we're still clearing. So it's not over yet. But again, this is a beautiful message to us. We are in this beautiful energy of peace and letting go. And the why this is happening, and I pulled from the Past Life Energy Oracle deck, and no doubt of this card, the why this is happening is because we are now in a vibration that allows us to be of higher service to others. And again, it's a 43, which reduces to 7, which is very sacred and holy energy. And it says, this card is a great sense of gratification, and it's a knowing that you are bringing real value to the planet and to others' lives. It can be a blessing if you find this gratification in how you spread this energy from within yourself to others around you. And it's telling us that now we're able to be of higher service to the planet because we have released all this old energy and karmic cycles, but we are now truly being of service as pioneers to lead these energies and to be able to move in these new timelines and to be the highest version of who we came to be. That's what this is all about. That's what jumping timelines is. I mean, it seems like fun, and it was mighty fun in the meditations with all of you. And we were like little kids, just jumping here and there, like playing games of hopscotch. It was a whole lot of fun, but it's all in service of our highest and greatest timeline to serve others as pioneers and leaders who we came to be. Now, Spirit's best next step for us, and this comes from the Tarot of the Divine, no stranger here. And this, of course, this is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is destined energy. It's forward progress in movement. It's divine timing. So we are where we are because we've done the work. So if anyone out there has been like wondering, why in the heck did I do all this? Why have I gone through the dark night of the soul? Why did I do all this when I couldn't see what was ahead of me? It's now here. It is on our path. It is why we've been doing the work. We are able now to jump in the quantum field and to play with joy and navigate going to the highest timeline to be of service. You may be a shaman. You may be a way shower. You could be an energy healer. Whatever it means for you, you are stepping into this new timeline that previously you couldn't because you were still clearing out the energy. Now, in terms of challenges or blocks, two cards fell out, and this is from the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. The first card I pulled was the full moon. And what this is saying is we are all still releasing. So don't be alarmed if you haven't released everything, but you are in the quantum field and spirit knows that you've done the work. And the next card is fire. And this is all around claiming our passion. Fire energy is resonant with taking action. It's around finding our joy, our passion, making things happen, and just to be lit up from within. So part of the blockage, or maybe the challenge, has been this week or over the last number of months, we've been clearing out a lot of old energies and old timelines, old karmic cycles. And we have to recognize that it's not a one and done kind of process, but it's starting to allow this beautiful energy of passion of who we are and why we came to this planet, just to go whoosh, almost to like, explode like a flame. Spirit's final message, and this is a beautiful card, and this is from the Angels in Aura's Oracle deck, and this is called Don't Compromise. And you see this big heart energy with the rainbow colors around it with angel wings. And this is around having the courage and the unwavering ability to stand tall in your truth. No one's going to sway you. Now that you're on this journey, you're not going back. You know who you are as a soul. You're now in the quantum field, baby, and you've got the joy of being able to jump timelines and to bring others with you, which is so cool. And I pulled an angel card, and this is from the Angel Number Oracle deck, and I pulled 2020. Now, many of you remember 2020, which was the height of the pandemic, and many of us went through huge challenges in transformation, but this is all around bonds. So the angelic message is, it's really just reinforcing everything. It says things are looking up. You have been focused on building such a strong foundation, and it shows. You will be reaping all the wonderful rewards you absolutely deserve. Your connections and partnerships are leveling up, resulting in much deeper connections. And again, this is on a spiritual level. So what this is saying is all the work is paying off, and all these new bonds of your new spiritual community that allow you to be in the quantum field and to jump timelines to your highest calling of who you came to be. How cool is that? I want to continue the jumping thing. So message for the weekend is continue to clear out the gunk. It's okay. We're still working on it. We're work in progress, but don't compromise anything. Don't let anyone dumb you down. Don't let anyone tell you who you are not. You know exactly who you are. And my challenge is stand tall in your truth. Stand tall in who you are. Those naysayers, they're going away. Don't listen, just la, la, la. Don't even hear them because they're not even relevant and they don't even know who you are. So you came to be the leader and to lead with passion, to lead with service, to lead with integrity. And this is on our divine path. It is the wheel of fortune, and it is through divine timing and the choices that we have made to do the work that allows us to be here. You are a way shower. You are a leader. You are here to make it happen, baby. And I am so excited to do this video because it just completely jazzes me up, because this is why I came. And I hope you're owning your awesomeness of who you are as a soul, and that you can let your light shine because it's time. So do me one thing for the weekend. Choose one person or choose one opportunity to show who you really are, to shine your light. And it might just be holding space for others who are having a hard time. It might be speaking your truth. It might be setting an example. But we're all holding hands and jumping timelines together to get to the highest timeline for all of us so that we can be of great service to the planet. Doesn't get much better than that. Anyway, that's the weekend message. Everyone have a great, lovely, wonderful, and relaxing weekend, but keep jumping. Have a good weekend. Take care.